Most people think they are saving for retirement, but here's the truth nobody wants to admit. The average American has less than $100,000 saved by age 65, which means you would run out of money in just 3 years at a modest $30,000 annual spending rate. We are not here to sugarcoat this. We are definitely not here to tell you that everything will magically work out if you just keep doing what you've always done. The game has changed, and if you are still playing by the old rules, you are already losing. Welcome to KB Blue Tree, where we break down the real strategies that actually build wealth in the modern economy. Today we are diving into how Tiffany went from living paycheck to paycheck despite multiple promotions to building a 7-figure net worth before turning 40, and you can do the same thing. Problem. Let us talk about what is really happening in your career right now. You got the promotion you worked so hard for, maybe even 2 or 3 promotions over the past 5 years. Your title looks impressive on LinkedIn, your parents are proud, and your friends think you have made it. But here is what nobody is talking about. You are still living paycheck to paycheck. That raise you got last year barely covered the increase in your rent, and the bonus you were counting on got slashed because the company had a rough quarter. This is not a personal failure. This is the new reality of traditional employment, and it is affecting millions of people just like you. The social contract between employer and employee that your parents relied on has been completely rewritten, and most people did not get the memo. Here is what actually happened while you were busy climbing the corporate ladder. Wage compression has turned career advancement into a treadmill where you run faster just to stay in place. A mid-level manager today often makes the same inflation-adjusted salary that someone in the same role made 20 years ago. But the cost of housing, healthcare, and education has doubled or tripled. Your company used to offer a pension that guaranteed income for life. But now, they offer a 401k match that amounts to maybe 3% of your salary, if you are lucky. Job security is an illusion wrapped in corporate jargon. That stable career path your guidance counselor told you about does not exist anymore. Companies restructure, downsize, and pivot every few years, and your role could be eliminated in the next quarterly review, regardless of your performance. Even if you keep your job, there is another problem nobody wants to acknowledge. You have exactly one income stream, which means you have exactly one point of failure. If that job disappears tomorrow, your entire financial foundation collapses instantly. The real issue is not that you are bad with money. The real issue is that the traditional employment model was designed for an economy that no longer exists. You cannot budget your way out of a structural problem. And you definitely cannot save your way to wealth when your income barely keeps pace with inflation. This is why following conventional financial advice like cutting out coffee and packing your lunch feels like rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic. Solutions. The solution is not to work harder at your job. The solution is to fundamentally restructure how you generate income. We need to talk about building a side hustle safety net. And no, this is not about driving for a rideshare company on weekends. We are talking about building a real business that runs parallel to your employment and eventually replaces it. Start by identifying skills you already have that other people will pay for. Tiffany was a project manager at a tech company. She realized that small businesses desperately needed the same organizational systems she used at work, but could not afford to hire a full-time project manager. She started consulting for 2 hours every evening and 4 hours on Saturdays, charging $75 per hour for project management consulting. That is an extra $1,800 per month before she even optimized her business model. The key is picking something with high margins and low startup costs. You do not need inventory, you do not need an office, and you definitely do not need a business loan. What you need is expertise that solves a specific problem and a way to deliver that solution remotely. Freelance writing, graphic design, web development, marketing consulting, financial planning, career coaching. These are all viable starting points if you already have skills in these areas. Now, here's where most people mess up. They treat their side hustle like a hobby instead of a business. If you want real results, you need to systematize everything from day one. Set up proper invoicing, track every expense, create templates for repetitive tasks, and build standard operating procedures even when you are the only person doing the work. This is where the Artificial Intelligence Business Accelerator Kit comes in handy because it gives you frameworks for automating the repetitive parts of running a business so you can focus on revenue-generating activities. Your next move is to increase your rates aggressively. Most people underprice their services by 50% or more because they are afraid nobody will hire them. Here's the reality check you need. Raising your rates actually attracts better clients who value your work and pay on time. Tiffany started at $75 per hour, but realized she was solving problems that saved her clients thousands of dollars. She raised her rates to $150 per hour after 3 months, then to $250 per hour after 6 months. She lost exactly 0 clients when she raised her rates because the value she provided far exceeded what she charged. Reinvest your first $10,000 in profit back into your business. It's not into fancy equipment or a new logo, but into systems that multiply your output. Tiffany used her first $10,000 to hire a virtual assistant who handled scheduling and client communication, which freed up 5 hours per week. Those 5 hours allowed her to take on 2 more clients, which increased her monthly revenue by $4,000. That is a 40% return on investment in the first month alone. Build your business with the end in mind. The goal is not to create another job where you trade time for money forever. The goal is to build something that generates income without requiring your constant presence. This means documenting your processes, creating productized services with fixed pricing, and eventually building a team that can deliver results without your direct involvement. Success story. Tiffany hit $10,000 per month in revenue within 8 months of starting her consulting business. She did this while still working full-time at her corporate job, which meant she had 2 income streams and actual financial security for the first time in her adult life. At this point, she faced a critical decision that most people get wrong. Instead of quitting her job immediately, she used the Digital Freedom Blueprint framework to scale her business systematically. She spent 6 months building systems, hiring contractors, and creating recurring revenue streams through retainer clients. By month 14, her side business was generating $18,000 per month in revenue, with only 15 hours of work per week from her. She finally quit her corporate job, but not because she had to, because she chose to. Here's where the compound effect really kicked in. Without the constraints of full-time employment, Tiffany scaled her business to $50,000 per month in revenue within 2 years. She reinvested profits into index funds and real estate. And by age 37, she crossed the $1 million net worth threshold. The business she built in her spare time completely replaced her corporate income and then multiplied it by 5. Call to action. You need to calculate your time to freedom number right now. Take your annual expenses and multiply by 25. If you spend $50,000 per year, your freedom number is $1.25 million. That sounds like a massive number, but here is the reality. If you build a business that generates $10,000 per month in profit, and you invest $5,000 of that each month, you hit that number in less than 10 years, even with modest market returns. The question is not whether this is possible. The question is whether you are willing to do what most people will not do. Like and subscribe to KB Bluetree for more insightful content that actually moves the needle on your wealth building journey. If you want to learn more about building wealth through strategic investments, check out KB Bluetree Finance and Future for proven investment frameworks. And if you are ready to dive deeper into building an online business that creates real financial freedom, head over to KB Bluetree Digital and Online Business Strategy channel. Remember, the budget that builds wealth is not about cutting expenses. It is about expanding income through multiple streams that work together to create unshakable financial security. Get started today.